Hello, boys and girls. Today is July 28th of 2025. A little update. There is no update, really. Things are the same. And I think they're going to keep being the same because I'm honestly not going to do anything else to my lips. I'm actually thinking about deleting this channel just because I'm not going to try anything new. I'm not going to yeah, I'm just not gonna do anything. Um, why? Because everything seems to fail, and I don't know because the things that I'm doing they don't work, or it's because I'm not doing them correctly. Maybe I just need more patience. I don't know, but at this point, I'm just living my life how I've always been living my life after exfoliative cheilitis. So, yeah, nothing's gonna change, guys. By the way, if any of you guys have been cured since I started making these videos, hit me up and, tell me what you did. Tell me what you did, and you know, I'd like to know and learn. Um, yeah, so this is how my lips look right now. So the last video, someone asked, "What is this little hole you're talking about on your upper lip?" It's this, guys. It's right there. It's pretty obvious, right here. That this is my second day of exfoliative cheilitis since I peeled them. So this is how they look on the second day. So I'm thinking about either if I go run or if I go to sleep, because as you may know, I work graveyard, so I go in at 11 p.m. and I get out around 6:30, 7 in the morning. So sometimes I go running. There's this place called Mount Rubidoux, close to where I live. If any of you guys are familiar with Riverside, California, you guys know what I'm talking about. And there's a lot of people that go there, and yeah, I like it. I like it. Sometimes you know, on while we pass each other, sometimes I say goodbye or good morning to people that are starting to get familiar with me, and yeah, so I try to be as social as I can. It's hard, yes, but I think working at this gas station has really worked. Almost like going to therapy, you know. I've noticed a lot of confidence in myself lately. Um, in the beginning, I was just like scanning people's items or just taking their money for gas, and right, and like I would say, okay, bye, you have a good day, right? But now it's like I'm starting to be familiar with many of these customers, and so you know, I've just started making conversations with them, you know. So one of my ticks, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys do this, or maybe not, I don't know, I may be wrong, but most of the time that I start talking to someone new, I do this. Like I start talking to them and I do this, right? So that way I'm not like I can concentrate on the conversation. Because if I didn't do that, then I would just be thinking lips, 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 right? Which has happened to me in the past. And then people say, hey, you didn't listen to me, right? Or you don't remember what I said, right? And obviously, I don't remember what they said because I was thinking about my lips throughout the whole time, throughout the whole conversation. So usually what I do is I do this and I talk to people, but I'm still trying to do it. I'm still trying to talk to people. I'm still trying my best, guys, to live a normal life, as normal as it can be, right? So, like I've mentioned before, I could live with exfoliative cheilitis no problem if it wasn't for this little fucking hole that I have here in my upper lip. That's I think that's what generally people like look at, whenever I'm not covering my mouth. So immediately, like it just, it just goes in my head, and I'm like, oh fuck, they're looking at that. So I start doing this, right? So I rather people think that I'm weird, or that I'm shy, or that maybe that my teeth are fucked up. That's why I'm blocking my mouth, rather than them going, what is that, on his lip. I don't think people really notice about how dry they are. I don't think so, at least with me. I think they mostly focus on this little thing right here. You can clearly see it, guys. Come on. Yeah, so how did I get that? I explained this, I think, on my first video. When I got exfoliative cheilitis for the first time, the first day, it was this exact bathroom right now. And my lips were white, and I peeled it off, and big pieces of dead skin came off. So much so that the inner lip, like all of this area right here, did you see there? Like huge chunks of skin inside peeled off. So that's another thing I think I haven't spoken about, how my lips, do you see this? Like the width of this corner to the inside of my mouth. It's pretty thick, and they weren't like that before having exfoliative cheilitis. Like the corner, or both corners of my lips were really thin, and then after that skin came off, it just got thick. So I think that's why it's a little weird when I speak now. I feel like my lips were like rubber. So I've had people tell me, like people that are really close to me that know my problem, they say, hey man, why do you speak like this? I think that they think that I don't stretch my lips or my mouth how I should, and that's the truth. It just, from that moment on, my lips just became a little stiff.